how to paint white tulips with watercolors and mixing the right color mixes for painting white tulips. An outline drawing is done and we need to remove almost everything of the graphite marks, just because we're painting white subject and the graphite should be completely taken away. As you can see, it's really hard to see where is my outline drawing. I can see it, but it is very light. Now to the color mixing. Would like to show you in my iPad how those white tulips look compared to white background or black background. As you can see, those white tulips really stand out even on a white background. Now to the color mixing, adding water, permanent rose for the pink edges of these tulips. For the second mix, I will start mixing grays, adding the same a little bit of amount of permanent rose and manganese violet, and a little touch of transparent yellow, a little touch of ultramarine blue. Next mix, ultramarine blue, little touch of transparent yellow, and manganese violet. Testing on a piece of paper, and when we will be painting really transparent, so that make the test also lots of water in it. And the last mix is transparent yellow with manganese violet. Adding some extras of ultramarine blue and manganese violet. As you can see, for the white subject we have quite a lot of pigments to paint with. That's because white is reflecting everything that is around. And now we can start painting. Adding water to the first petal, using a big synthetic brush and applying water just enough for the watercolors to be moved easily, but not creating any puddles. Going almost to the edges, leaving 1 to 2 millimeters of the edges, and starting with permanent rose for those beautiful edges. I'm going really transparent, not very saturated color is here, and I can be quite freely here because that will become lighter as it will dry, and those edges in the reference are very saturated. So for now I'm just establishing my colors where everything is placed. Smoothing applied permanent rose, looking at reference and getting to know my subject. intensifying shadow areas, but do that lightly and carefully. It's always better to add extra layer than make it one strong layer and then don't know what to do with it. Move gradually, add layers gradually, thinking, comparing, looking at reference, comparing one petal to another, one shadow area to another. And also, when I will finish all 3 tulips, I will compare them to each another, and then I will also decide maybe I need to add some extra shadow layer to the first tulip or to the second or to the third. It's also we need to think about the whole composition together, and for now in this case I'm thinking about this one tulip, but later I will think about the whole composition together as one. Adding very thin and watery wash of permanent rose to the shadow area, just because that part of the petal is reflecting pink color from the tulip which will be right beside it. I can see that in a reference that there is this very light pink tone reflected from the tulip right beside. And now I'm in the finishing stage of painting this first tulip, and in this tutorial I am showing you only this one tulip because the composition is quite big and it would take a very long time to make a tutorial for the whole composition, but the technique is the same, and I will paint all 3 tulips in the same technique with the same color mixes, using everything what I did here for the stem, for the flower head. And I hope you learned something new and got more clearer with painting white tulips. And thank you for being here, thank you for watching. Hope everything is good, and see you in my next tutorials. Bye bye.